Let's stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, show that all members are present for the meeting. No citizen comments. Board member committee reports, we'll start with Sue.
Nothing to report.
Howard.
Nothing. Had finance, didn't you, Sue?
Oh, yeah, sorry, just had finance.
I just had agenda planning last week, is all that we had. Chad?
Nothing to report.
Yep.
I had agenda planning and then finance right before the board meeting.
Jim?
Nothing.
Eric Minks?
Finance before this meeting.
All right, thank you. Superintendent report.
If it's okay with the board, I'll share, or I'll wait to share my remarks until we talk about in school that's on the agenda.
All right. All right, move on to approve the agenda. Do we have a motion to approve tonight's agenda?
Still moved.
We have a motion by Howard. Do we have a second?
Second.
Seconded by Sue. Is there any discussion? We'll vote via roll call, starting with Sue.
Yes.
Howard.
Yes.
Eric Stramberg, yes. Chad.
Yes.
Deb.
Yes,
Jim.
Yes.
Eric Minks.
Yes.
Agenda is approved. Discuss and act on previous board meeting minutes. Do we have a motion to approve?
so moved.
Second.
Motion by Deb, seconded by Jim. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote by roll call, starting with Howard.
Yes.
Stramberg, yes. Chad?
Yes.
Deb?
Yes,
Jim?
Yes.
Eric Minks?
Yes.
Sue?
Yes.
All right, motion carries. The consent agenda. Do we have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by Chad, seconded by Howard. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote by roll call, starting with Eric Stramberg. Yes. Chad?
Yes.
Deb?
yes,
Jim?
Yes.
Minks?
Yes.
Sue?
Yes.
Howard?
Yes.
All right, motion carries. There's no action. And moving on to the information, I guess. Fall 2020 updates.
Okay, big week for us, obviously. This is a week that we've been preparing for the last several months. And I can tell you that I'm very pleased with what's happening in our district. I'll go sequential here in some of my remarks. I want the board to know that currently, and we should knock on wood and be a little bit cautious when we share this, but currently our numbers are up from what we project. We're very confident of that number in our primary school. Currently, it shows that we're going to be 148 students up from what we had budgeted. But there is a big known related to us ironing out some things at the high school yet, and the day-to-day changes that are happening there, specifically related to Princeton Online and Princeton High School. There is some last-minute changes with some inquiries with the Princeton Online. The Princeton Online, at a future board meeting, I would like to showcase. We've rebranded it. We've been pushing out different advertisements to specific areas in the state. And we're still trying to attract students outside of our school district. Last week was New Teacher Week. We welcomed several new team members. That was a very successful week. We had 3 days with them. I had the opportunity to address them and share some remarks and set the tone and as it relates to the culture of our district. And lots of different staff development to get them implemented to the school district. And they met with their mentor as well. This week, I had the opportunity to meet with all of our bus drivers. We had 2 different sessions with them, and that was yesterday. And also between yesterday and today, I was in a team with Gary Locke, who's our cultural liaison, myself and Jessica, to go to the different sites, and we presented and had a session for about an hour and a half on the idea of equity. And we do have some portions in our continuous improvement plan related to that our district climate and culture team have been working on some action plans all throughout the last year. We had intended to do that work. There is an increased sensitivity and sense of urgency related to those topics, and therefore very relevant, very good sessions so far. But very exhausting, emotional kinds of topics. But I'm very pleased that that we're doing it. This week is we're doing theme days. Today's Positive Tea Tuesday, so that's kind of fun as well. Our staff have been spending the majority of their time in the buildings. We have reduced the amount of district time for our teachers and given them more time in their classrooms and with their teams and at their sites. I will be addressing the entire team tomorrow morning, and that will be via Zoom. One of my favorite things I get to do every year when I get to meet with them all in the pack and just come together as a big group. So this will be a little bit different. Hopefully it will have half the effect or more, but I just want to get everybody on the same page. It's an opportunity to set the tone and really get everybody on the same page. And I think that's really been a key to our success the last several years. People have really bought into this team concept. They've bought into our mission. They've bought into our game plan and our approach, and they're really work hard. So we want to make sure that we keep addressing that and don't ignore that. We have to be intentional with that for them, and then also our new team members. Tomorrow, I believe we'll be bringing what I call swag bags to each teacher and employee, where we purchase bags and water bottles and all their PPE equipment will go in there, where everyone will get their face masks, their face shields. Some of our staff will get the gowns if they work with students of a certain population. And we're thankful that other entities like the Chamber of Commerce have donated some goodies and things we can place in there as well. In addition to that, big wipes and big sanitation bottles and those kinds of things. So we've been working hard to get pulled together. We've been trying to do a Tiger Times weekly to give updates. We do intend to have another one go out tomorrow, mostly to reinforce the screening components, the importance of parents making sure they're not sending their child to school if they're not feeling. I think that's going to be a very huge key to this, us being COVID free. So we will need to continue to reinforce that. And also we'll be sharing a lot of information related to the bus stop in that first morning of school, which will be next Tuesday. I'm confident and I'm pleased, but I'd be foolish to think that we won't have many bumps in the road and probably some unanticipated issues that will come up that we haven't thought of. A big part of what we do is try and anticipate problems before they occur. I think we do a good job of that, but I think there's so many different moving parts and pieces that we're bound to have some things that we'll have to troubleshoot. And we're just asking everybody to have some grace and be patient and understanding and handle their anxiety to the best that they can. So I don't know, Michelle gave an update to the finance committee earlier. We're not going to spend time on that, but I just want the board to know that financially we're strong, and based upon some things that happened with COVID-19 and some decisions that the board made last year, we are coming out financially a lot better than what we had anticipated. So that's also a good thing. So with that, I'll entertain any questions. Otherwise, I'll close my remarks.
I was always, what about like fire drills? Is there going to be a practice for that, just in case something goes wrong at school? Is there a method to this?
I would say everything like fire drills and everything else will still occur. And our administrative staff and team will be very thoughtful in terms of how we practice that, and might have to modify it from what we do in a typical year. But yes, fire drills will occur, and we will still be doing our necessary active shooter kinds of trainings and those kinds of things. So that's going away.
Okay, thanks. Yeah.
Does anyone else have any questions for Ben? All right, we'll move on to the first reading of the policy. Is there anything that you want to touch on here, Howard, or is there anything?
Basically, everything's a review except 522 is brand new. It's brand new from MSBA. It's related to recent court decisions. I'm going to expect that one's going to come back numerous times this year with revisions, with court decisions, law things, and administrative input. But we're under a deadline to have a first and second reading, and we're doing that. When it comes back for a second reading, do look at it. It may have some changes due to administration input.
All right, thank you. There are no additions to the agenda. You see the future meetings are listed below. We have a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Motion by Howard, do we have a second?
I have a second.
Second.
Second by Deb. We'll vote, starting with Chad.
Yes.
Deb?
Yeah.
Deb?
Yes.
Thanks.
He already got off.
Howard?
Yes.
Eric Stramberg, yes. All right, meeting's adjourned.
That's so funny.